Hi everybody, welcome to this free video playthrough for Pro and Expert Division for the Coastal Horizons 9-hole Cup here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. Please hit thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed as well. Both of those things only take a split second and are totally free to do so and help me out here on YouTube to provide free content for you all. Replays and adjustments for all 9 holes, general wind directions you will need to tweak according to the wind angles you get during the tournament, and of course to your balls, clubs and play style. Bear in mind, these feature old replays, so are before the ball attributes got doubled. So what was a power 3 ball is now a power 6 ball, and so on. Good luck in the tournament. Here we go. So this par 4 really is playing as a par 3 as it usually does. And I'm going with the Thor's Hammer here. It's nice to have a little bit more than 4.5 backspin, but if you only have 4.5 backspin, then that will work as well. So 4.5 to 5 backspin, 3 left spin, stretch out, check the second bounce is over the bunker as shown. Then we are going to adjust. Here I'm adjusting max plus 20, and then I'm going to push up the rings I was stretching out, and if there's any I've still got to push up, then I add that on as overpower. So look at how many rings you're stretching out. That is the amount you either need to combine with push up and or overpower. With some curl to the left, I would go with half a ball of curl. As you can see, we're just going to miss this one, miss the zoom in as it were for an eagle, even so. Hole number 2, we do have a hole-in-one on this one. Navigator ball is all you need. 1.5 top spin and half a bar side spin to the right. And as always, we're going to set up here with the red ring touching the rough and the ball guide line going through the hole. Once we have done that, we are going to adjust our rings, and the adjustment I'm using here is medium distance with 15% elevation. Medium distance, 15% elevation. So 1.5 top spin, half a bar, side spin to the right. Don't worry about adjusting slightly downhill. We are still going to be absolutely fine here in terms of pace. Make sure you got a nice centered ball in the adjustment ring and take your shot. Perfect ball. You're going to be a very, very good chance of this going in. And you see here, we just sneak it in there on the right hand side for a hole-in-one on hole number 2. Now the par 5, and I'm going to do a club swap as I was doing in qualifying round. So with the quarterback, start at +9 with the blue ring touching the rough on the right. Once we've found our position, we're then going to swap to the extra mile. Obviously, if you've got a more accurate driver that you want to swap to, by all means do so. 4.5 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right, and then we are going to adjust maximum distance, 5% elevation, max plus 5. The reason I do the club swap is I want to use plus yardage because we've got no plus yardage here, so it's very difficult to guarantee we're in the same position every time. Max plus 5 is the adjustment, and then we're going to go with a little bit of curl to the right, the edge of the ball touching the outer wall of the adjustment ring to the right. Perfect ball here, and we are looking for a drive in between 320 and 330 yards. Bounces nicely and rolls along the fairway, and we get here 326. Second shot going to be played with the sniper. And I would suggest going with 5 backspin and between 1 bar of left spin and 1.5 bar of left spin. All depends where you are after your drive on this one. But we want to add the spin and then find a nice landing position to have the ball guide going through the hole by 1 green square. This is a difficult shot to drop, but it is, I feel, the best route. The rough bump for me has been a little bit inconsistent. So there we go, found our position, and the adjustment that I'm going to recommend to you here is in between mid and max plus 30. So in between medium and maximum distance plus 30. Obviously shorter or longer drives you're going to have to compensate, but that will be a good guide. And we give it a perfect. We're not too far away here, maybe just a tad short and to the left, but a little bit of a tweak. We'll have a good look at an albatross. Now on this par 4 here, you see we do have crosswind, so I'm going to stretch out, get that bullseye on the main piece of fairway here. Applying a little bit of top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right. I do want to aim to get up into the top left corner of this large piece of fairway here. Power 2 ball and maybe even a power 3 ball would be good here so that we can clear directly. Max plus 10. Here, don't have to have an extra mile level 9, can do this with a lower level extra mile as well. No curl, as we do have wind from left to right. Perfect ball with our max plus 10 adjustment, and the top spin will take us very nicely into the corner of the fairway. Could have maybe pushed a little bit harder on the top spin, but still going to have a very good short iron approach from here. Second shot, I'm going to play this one, true club distance, 10% elevation. So I find max, find min, and then try and find a consistent spot. You'll see here when I move up and down the slope, you get a different bounce. So this is all about trying to find a nice point to bounce. Here I go with bouncing on the fringe directly with a little bit of backspin, get the ball guide to the hole with the Thorn level 8. In the video here I play 55% slider, 10% elevation, however this one is over adjusted. I should have just gone with mid distance of my club with my 10% elevation, as we do just lip out of this one. But a perfect ball away, comes in with a really nice speed, just needed 1 decimal less on the adjustment. Two shots here on this par 3 to look at. First is the Goliath rough bump here. Can be a little bit glitchy here, so proceed with caution, but the reference is here just having all of the red ring inside the rough on the 3 points. Obviously if you've got different level Goliath, it will be slightly different ring sizes, but either way the bullseye is centered in between that rough patch. Playing with plenty of topspin here, getting the ball guide to the hole. Maximum distance 10% elevation is what I go with here. Does take us into the bunker, but that's still going to be okay. Like I said, I had mixed results with this rough bump. It is worth a try though. Obviously if you don't want to risk a glitch roll or inconsistent roll, play the next option with sniper, but very close there, just burn the left edge, takes a 90 degree and out with our max plus 10. Now we're going to take a look at the sniper option, and here going to play with a navigator ball and plenty of backspin. 6 bars backspin, good general guide here. We do have level crosswind, so I'm going to aim on the fringe, ball guide to the hole. Adjustment here, medium distance, 20% elevation. Medium distance, 20% elevation. Very good chance of getting this sniper shot to drop. If you have lower level sniper, obviously you can use Guardian. If you don't have all the backspin available, you can have a go with the Guardian instead. Perfect ball bounces on the fringe, comes in very nicely, but again just needs 0.1 more, but a very good chance of a hole in one. Now we look here at par 5, and I'm going with a power 3 ball here. I'm going to play with 3 bars of topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left with the Titan. We don't want to risk clipping the rough here on the left or the right. Going with the extra mile, obviously you could go with a more accurate driver if you have one. Max distance, 10% elevation. And the idea here is that we can still play with our sniper for the approach. Obviously if you have better clubs and better wind angle, then you can push this one harder, get into long iron range, play the second shot with the Grizzly. But here in this slight headwind angle, I'm going to go with a sniper shot from minimum distance. So we don't want to push this one too hard, just find the middle of the fairway, got a nice clear shot to the green, 333 yards. Second shot here, we are going to look for a funnel. I'm going to set up at the minimum distance line with the sniper and add spin, and you will find a sticky spot here. It's not the greatest funnel in the game here, but you can see there's a fair amount that you can see there. The ball guide just sticking after the second bounce, still going to the pin. So I apply spins to have the ball guide to the hole. Mistake I make here is that I need to have the ball guide slightly through the hole, and that's because we do have headwind. So a real oversight on my part there. If you do have headwind, make sure that ball guide is going through the hole. With this one, I play minimum distance, numbers, 0 elevation, just a little bit short, but a good chance of an albatross. We do have a nice tailwind here, however I don't think it's worth risking it because the wind strength isn't that good here in Pro. Obviously an expert it will be a no-brainer, so I'm going to suggest you play left side with the rock. Just under 4 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right is what we are doing here. Have that ball guide pointing in the middle of the bunker and the rough on that second piece of fairway. Once we've set up here, we are going to adjust max plus 10. Max plus 10 on this one. And we are looking for target yardage here of around 335 to 340 yards. So 335 to 340, max plus 10 on the drive. We only need a katana. Bounces nicely and just rolls up there. And let's have a look what yardage we do have on this one. 340. That's pretty good. Alright, with the thorn then, we are going to be using landing spot plus yardage on this one. So 3 bars of backspin is my recommendation here. 3 bars of backspin. Then we're going to line up ball guide going just to the cup with thorn level 8. Then we are just playing slightly different to true club distance here. I thought about going true club distance, but I just took a little bit more off. So in the end, this one is played 85% slider, 30% elevation. I'm playing with more elevation here because I do have crosswind to deal with as well. But we want to bounce in the middle of the fringe. Perfect ball away, and this is going to have a very good chance indeed. And the ball pulls up very nicely for a beautiful eagle. We are very close on this hole, and luckily for me, it was a bounce out. So I'm going to give you a tweaked spin here. I play with not enough backspin here. I would like you to play with a little bit more. I had 1.4 in the video, so I just say go with a couple more clicks of backspin and 3 bars side spin to the right. Then we are going to set up as shown, plus 3 yards with sniper level 10. And the ball guide will be going to the right of the pin, pointing in the middle of the light column of green squares. A bit difficult to see from the video, but you can also look at the gap between the white ring and the sand if you want to double check. Max plus 30 is the adjustment here. Max plus 30, and a little bit of right curl I found does help us bring the ball in around the cup very nicely. But look at this, just a little bit too hot. Skim the right edge, maybe a little bit slower, that would have crept in. But a bit more backspin, you're going to have a good chance. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. Very close though, and I do believe there is a good chance with this one. I'm going to use the rock and a katana. With the rock level 8, we're starting at plus 4 yards, half the blue ring inside the rough on the left. 2 top spin, 3 left spin, and the adjustment here is max plus 0. Max plus 0 on this one. Once we've adjusted, we are then going to take a shot and apply some left curl. So a little bit of left curl, and we are looking for somewhere around 320 yards on this one. That's where we want to be. Going with the rock for the accuracy and the ball guide. And that's going to be absolutely fine. Okay, we could push it a bit further, but still going to have a good look at the hole here for the albatross. I'm checking club distance here, finding some plus yardage just around the dark bushes there, just to judge my club distance. Once I've got a measure of that, I'm then going to back up and add spin. 1 bar of backspin, half a bar side spin to the right. And then the ball guide here, once I've added my spin, I'm going to position the ball guide so that it is going to the front of the cup. And here my suggestion would be exactly in between medium and maximum distance with 5% elevation. So in between mid and max plus 5. That will be my recommendation. That is based on the outcome of this video, so it may be a decimal either way out, so do bear that in mind. I'm giving you my revisions here, just skimming the left edge, but still a very, very good look on that par 5. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.